The play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Haskins got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Black 15! You better bring it.
They go play action. Rivers. He's going to take a shot. And got his man complete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Set, 180. 44. Down to lose 1.
To throw is Rivers. Finding Green complete. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, 390. Hey, 79. 79. Click.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Rocket.
Play fake. Rivers. Able to get away. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it's blocked. And the Patriots have it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 39, Haskins caught Eifert over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. That's Stills bringing it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Rivers will get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Rivers on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Rivers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there. Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it? Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 17, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Haskins. It's complete. Stills. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jarek McCammon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Closer. Yeah, but, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back. So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to zip through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Able to find Harris, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Rivers now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zach Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
We got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now Haskins to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rhodes. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rhodes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Haskins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Haskins going to throw again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Come on now, let's go!
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. To throw is Rivers. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dante Pettis. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd down, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to...
In trouble here, and down he goes, back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready? 46, the outlaw. 44. Danny.
He can run for it, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 1st down, it's Scott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Rivers. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Haskins to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And Eifert has it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Set, ready, hold this.
From midfield now, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rhodes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got his man, it's Eifert. Got some real estate inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Haskins on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Check.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Keep it skinny. Mike, 53. Mike. Bravo. It's a party out. Wait, 89.
To throw again. Rivers. The open man is Westbrook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception in this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. They go screen. This is Ingram. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't found before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
1st down, New England.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You ain't going nowhere.
Here's McKinnon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback. The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Rivers now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Ndamukong Suh picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now it's Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Haskins, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Stills the intended target. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Okay, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Rivers, and that's complete. It's Green here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Gotta figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On the carry, this is Scott. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Haskins, and he fires one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on 4th down. Haskins, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.